spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
To the air on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The option look. The pitch. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Here's a hit. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Across the 25. He's got room. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Turning it on. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run, pick up the first down, fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
It's complete to the right. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Whitaker. Grabbed over the middle, it's Keller. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Whitaker. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bryant. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get the corner. There he goes.
game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Jose State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try. He lost one down the sideline. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Volunteer! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds space on the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more gap.
He's loose on the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. To the air, it's Whitaker. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Keller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
The play action fake. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Finds this big tight end. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Whitaker. Quickly complete. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing right. He got it. They will score. Touchdown ball.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Dropping back, it's Whitaker. This time he's got his man.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Unleashes to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Southern Miss. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Terrapins line up to punt it away.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gets it past the marker. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He's going for a big play downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Back to pass, it's Whitaker. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snags it over the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he makes the extra point. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Here comes the heat. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown ball! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's out past the 35. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Terrapins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It will be fourth down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. see, ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's got it down the middle. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Whitaker. Got his man quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Kamara. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Stoneburner. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Scanning the field, it's Whitaker. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The throw. Touchdown, Volunteer! Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Burks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So now it's 2nd and long. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.